Hey, do you know anything about this switch? Do you think you could, no, okay. Let's go to Lamore's dressing room. Hey, something new. Oh, Emma's here. Uh-oh. There's only one person I know who can munch with such venom. What are you doing here? Hello, Emma. You're looking as grumpy as ever. Oh, am I supposed to be happy? You give me the second degree in court and Prosecutor Gavin makes me look like a fool. I mean, I was just doing my job. Gavin was the dick. So it's not, don't look at me. I'm trying to be friends with you, girl. You're talking about the bloodstain Mr. Latouche left? My department chief had a field day with that one. Even a blind person could see the shooter wasn't blind. Funny guy, huh? But that bloodstain helped uncover the biggest mystery of all. Yeah, now they know that Mr. Latouche was really with Interpol. We wouldn't have found that without you. I suppose. Maybe that's why the chief gave me these after he was finished chewing me out. Said it was my reward. Are chocolate snack goose popular down at the precinct or something? I was hoping we could check out the crime scene again. It also makes me want to try another bag of carton toast. Where did I see that? Oh, it's the big market. Maybe I should go, next time I go there, I'll get a bag and see if I like it. I get the feeling I won't like it, but be my guest. You're not going to find any clues in here. Though I did find something strange. Something strange? Tell me the thing that's strange! I met my embarrassment quota for the year, that's for sure. Well, that's a good thing, isn't it? How? I mean, think about it. Now you don't have to be embarrassed about anything else after all. I mean, what? About anything else all year. If only it worked that way. It just bugs me to think that little kid outsmarted me. And it makes him even more suspicious now that we know he can see. He could have seen the air duct and he could have shot that revolver. But that's not how it sounded in Lamore's testimony. You mean her saying she heard Detective Darian's voice at the scene? That's right! Why can't we have a normal, straightforward killing once in a while in this country? I'll pretend I didn't hear that. I mean, I'm sure you do have it, you're just not involved in it. Was that true what you said in court today? You know, about the case? About how everything was happening according to those song lyrics? Bitch, you're the one who brought it up in your testimony! What do you mean, is it true to me? The guitar serenade, you mean? I found the link, you know. Oh my god. Oh my god. First, Prosecutor Gavin's heart-shaped keyring was stolen. How many times do we have to do this? Then Lamore flew through the air. Okay. Then Prosecutor Gavin's guitar caught on fire. And in the end, a bullet took Mr. Latouche's life. And he went up into the sky with the guitar. Well, 30 feet up at least. It is kind of hard to chalk it up to coincidence. I know, and I found it. God, someone just acknowledge Trucy, please. You think the same person did all this? Don't ask me. I didn't do it. Neither did I. I couldn't fit through that air vent anyway. What? You all think I did it? Sometimes I worry about this girl. So, what did you find? It's so little, I must have passed over it yesterday. I found it under the sofa. What is it? Part of some device, I think. I haven't a clue what. The bit sticking out from the end looks familiar, so I had it examined. Turns out it's an antenna. Oh, like on a beetle? A beetle. Like on a cell phone. This device must use an electronic signal of some sort. An electronic signal, you say? Present. Do you think you could take a look at this? A small device. Looks like a transmitter. A transmitter? You press this switch here and it sends out a signal. No idea what it's for though. A signal? You mean an electronic signal? What is it, Apollo? Say, Emma, you know that strange object you said you found? Oh, this? Let me try pressing this switch. Ouch! It's on fire! Emma's device is on fire! What's the big idea? Ah! My voice. Well, now we know what this is. Now we know what this is, an igniter. This part here must work like a lighter. It nearly lit me up, that's for sure. Hey, don't look at me like that. I didn't do it on purpose. I suppose. At least we're getting somewhere with this case. Hey, Apollo! Let's ask Emma more about the switch. Now that she has some first-hand experience. Then why didn't she just fucking tell us? Oh, God. What are you trying to do? Burn me alive? Come on, it was just a few sparks. It says you weren't the one holding it. That's enough sparks flying around. Oh, there's enough sparks flying around here with just you two talking. Anyway, now that we know that this is a remote for an igniter, let me see that for a second. Well, this is definitely a little transmitter. The signal's weak, probably only reaches 30 feet. A transmitter, huh? Roll trigger updated in the car record. Incidentally, if you look at the cross-section diagram of the stage area, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Wait, what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. There's 11 rows of seats. I don't know why I bothered counting that. Let's see. 30 feet from Lemoire's dressing room. Oops, where's my... That covers the backstage completely. It also looks like it would cover the stage. It kind of seems unlikely anyone would use this on stage. That's also a really large range for 30 feet. It goes through like concrete and cement and everything. Guess I'd better be getting on with my investigation. We're off to look for more clues elsewhere then. I feel better just knowing what this thing is now. I'll have to look into igniters a bit more later. Good luck! I'd like to know a bit more about igniters myself. Okay, we're done with you. Thanks, Emma. Bye. Good luck. Kisses. Mwah. Hey, do you wanna get lit? Here you go. Fuck, she doesn't know anything. Fine. Would you like to see this diagram that you can't see actually? Nothing. Okay, bye. I'm leaving. Should we go to the stage? Oh no! Where do we want to go? Gavinier's dressing room? Anything here? Nope. Where do we want to go? Let's head outside? There we go. That's something new. What? You come to laugh at the murder? Darian! That old bag opens her pie hole and wham bam, my life goes down the chute. Thanks. They won't even let me work while I'm a suspect. Darian isn't in the best of moods, is he? Not many people are these days, it seems. It is a crime scene. Not exactly the happiest place to hang out. Wait a minute. There shouldn't be any events going on because there's a crime scene in here. Why are there so many people outside the Coliseum? There's a whole line of people. Then Gavin had to go rub salt in the wound. My alibi's rock solid. Rock solid. Man, I don't have to talk to you. You're a doo-doo. So, about your alibi. You have to ask. The shooting happened right in the middle of the third set. That's right. The music was blaring when we heard those gunshots. And found Mr. Latouche dead. I've got 10,000 witnesses who saw me too. Right there on that stage. Your guitar playing was something else. Thanks, little lady. See? This whole thing is a sham. I can't believe they aren't letting me work. There's no need to yell at me. It's Lemoire's fault. She was the one who said she heard his voice at the moment of the crime. Man, I never even talked to that old windbag. Hey. Lemoire is so much more successful than you. Shut the fuck up. How could she possibly identify me? I still can't believe that she never talked to any of the other crew members besides Gavin. What the hell? They won't let you work? He won't let me work. Gavin says I gotta lie low till the suspicion is clear. What suspicion? He can be such a stick in the mud. Mr. Gavin? A stick in the mud? If you can't work, why are you here then? You shouldn't be near the crime scene. He may look all flashy and showy, but he's straight as an arrow, man. Is he unfortunately straight too? Me too. Klavier, we have something in common. Except when he's depressed. You hear him whining the other day? Oh, you mean the thing with the mixing board? And then there was that performance just now. What was that all about? This part is off. Which is that? Second guitar. Ah. It was you, Darian. He's just a perfectionist is all. Not a bad guy, really. Well, I think the Klaviers are the best. I have all of your albums. The band's fine too. Gavin can write a good tune, I'll give him that. Come to think of it, I haven't seen Prosecutor Gavin around much. Oh, him? He's down at the prosecutor's office, most likely. The prosecutor's office? I've never been there, have I? The data on the victim should have come in from the Interpol. Normally, I'd be down there dealing with it. Normally. Apollo, let's go check it out. I've always wanted to see the prosecutor's office. Maybe that's not such a bad idea. Right on. Say hi for me, okay? Oh, and screw you. He's so gross with that hair. I like his hoodie, but his hairdo I can do without. And to tell him I want into that crime scene. We'll be going now. Hey, wait. Yes? What do you really think happened? Really? You don't think I did it, right? Well, when you look at me like that, I have no choice but to think you did do it. Great. Way to instill a guy with some confidence. Just remember, I was ripping it up on stage when it happened, okay? Ripping! It smelled so fucking bad because I couldn't stop farting. Don't get led astray by some siren song, eh? Get this one wrong and you'll be eating humble pie for a year. I'll bake it myself. What kind of lame fucking shit is that? Let's not talk to him anymore, alright? Detective Darian Crescent. He's the one stone I'd leave unturned if I had a choice. Boy, I knew this investigation was gonna be long, but man, at least we get to get into Gavin's office. Look at that, look at how messy he is. Oh my god, that's such a tall stack of drawers. You can't reach up here, Gavin, you're not that tall. You might be able to open it, but you can't look what's inside it. Maybe that's why it's opened. So this is it. The Gaviniers' head office. It's not the band's office, it's the prosecutor's office. Yeah, so that's why I'm asking. What is this creepy thing? Object, whatever. Looks like Prosecutor Gavin's on the phone. Oh well, guess we'll have to come back. Or we can hide behind that bookshelf real quiet like. That's eavesdropping. Why? We'd just be waiting, quietly, so he didn't notice. What if he heard something scandalous about the band? She'd make a good reporter, for a gossip mag. What? A replica? So why was he after it in the first place? Yeah, Letus. Letus? Look, don't talk to me about those Borginians, okay? Just get me that report, chop chop. And stop leaving mysterious objects in my office, okay? It's times like this when I start to miss Darian. Hi. Hiya. Just thought we'd drop in. Hope you're not mad. How could I be? There's not enough tee-hee in the world in any case. Oh my god, I will tee-hee for you all day, Klavier. Is that all it takes? Have a seat. Prosecutor Gavin, the philanthropist. Watch and learn, Apollo. So, who have you come to see? Klavier, lead vocalist for the Gaviniers. Or Prosecutor Gavin, scourge of the courtroom. What do you think he means, Apollo? I think he's giving us a choice. We can either ask him about the concert or the case. Which way to go? I mean, fucking why the hell would we ask about the concert? Who gives a shit? Oh, whatever. Ugh, that reminds me. Did you see the paper today? Yes! I always read the TV section. Good girl. How about you, L forehead? I read the funnies. Apollo, you need to do better than that. Then you will not have seen this. It's just Klavier taking a full front picture. Stupid. Concert of Tragedy, the prosecutor's deadly song. Oh, is that a new show? I haven't heard about that one. It's not a show, it's an article. News, you know. Oh, does this have anything to do with the case? Since getting back from the trial, my phone has been ringing off the hook. How does it feel to take a man's life with a song? Have you ever hummed a man all the way to death row? Do you think you could sing for me over the phone? Yeah, that's me. I made that call. It is endless. Endless. Thanks to that case you made today, of course. Oh, that was all Apollo's idea. Hey. Is that a newspaper over there too? Ah, yes. The Borginian Daily Bugle. Go ahead, take a look. I can't read shit. Thanks, but I can't read Borginian. Oh, that's right. Suffice it to say, this is big news over there as well. Though they didn't go so far as to mention the lyrics to my song. Probably no one in Virginia could believe it. It's probably seen as just a theory at this point. Their journalists didn't see the need to mention it. That makes sense. I hardly know what to think of it myself. Lemoire's testimony would probably be in the evening edition, I'd imagine. Which is why I've had Darius step down from the investigation for now. I mean, it makes sense, right? You shouldn't have him if he's a suspect. Yeah, we ran into him moping in front of the Coliseum. Lemoire was my invited guest, so it is a rather delicate situation. You understand how much I want to solve this case, quickly if possible. I really love that song. It has such a great atmosphere to it. Oh god, I'm stumbling over my words. You co-wrote it with Lemoire, if I remember correctly? That's right, it was last year. I had gone to tour Virginia's legal system, as a matter of fact. And that's when you heard Lemoire's voice? It was at a small jazz club. I wept that night. I knew I had to meet her, to talk to her. So I used my influence, which is not inconsiderable, to arrange a meeting. Wow, prosecutors really have a lot of clout. I think he's sort of a special case, Trucy. Thankfully, she liked the work I did, and we wrote a song right there backstage. Marchi al piano, the dulcet voice, and myself on a guitar that I borrowed from Lemoire. And music history was made. Probably not an experience your average lawyer would ever have, like Apollo say. It is a memory I hold dear, and the song we wrote that night was this. And that very guitar is right over there. You mean this charred lump? Don't call it a lump, that's a piece of history. And it's only brown, not really charred. No matter, I shall never sing that song again. I wouldn't have used that guitar again either, even if I could have. What happened during that song anyway? Why did his guitar suddenly catch on fire? Do you think you could show it to us? Your charred, slightly burnt guitar? I'm sure he doesn't mind. What more could happen to it? It breaks. Let's examine it. How long do I plan to go, I wonder? Can I finish this investigation? It's gonna be fucking long. That was an impressive bit of pyrotechnics that did this. That's the guitar from the concert, isn't it? I thought it was one of the staff playing a gag on me. I never guessed that wasn't the end of it. I had a specialist analyze the guitar incidentally. Oh, did you find anything out? He didn't have a lot of time, so it's still unclear. But the results he came up with were intriguing. Intriguing? Or intriguing? What? How does that guitar tie to everything that went on? Sounds like something we should ask about. I know, there's a lot to I knew what I was getting into. What's that on the plate there? Is that gum? Gum? Maybe he was chewing it when the phone rang. So he put it on the table for later consumption? You think a rock star could afford a fresh stick? Don't jump to any conclusions now. That's no chewing gum. Take a closer look. Although I really shouldn't be offering, should I? What is that? It looks like a lump of plastic? Wait, that phone call. Yeah, so that's why I'm asking. What is this creepy thing? Object? Whatever. Looks like Prosecutor Gavin's on the phone. What? A replica? So why was he after it in the first place? Yeah, Lettuce. Prosecutor Gavin, does this have something to do with Mr. Lettuce? Wait a second. You were listening to my phone call, weren't you? Oh, us? I tried to stop him, really, but he forced me to. Hey, you were the one digging for a scandal, Miss Reporter. To tell you the truth, to tell the truth, I'm not even sure what I saw, what it is. But apparently, it's a model of something undercover agent Mr. Lettuce was after. This lump? Would you mind telling us what you do know about it? Oh, there's so much. Well, let's look at this room and see what they have to say about it. Look at all the guitars. Why so many? You can never have too many guitars. They are like my lovers. Aw, man, do I gotta be a guitar now? I didn't just hear him say that. They're backup guitars, Apollo. Don't you know anything? Rock and rollers always smash the guitars at the end of a show. No wonder it's so hard to make it as a musician. You know what? You should try rocking a little, Apollo. And breaking his guitar while he watches. That might be a little too rocking. Ahaha. Of course, I would never do such a thing. Did I not say they are like my lovers? Do I seem like the kind of man who would do such a thing to one he loves? No, not at all. I mean, you're Mr. Gavin, upstanding prosecutor. What happened to Prosecutor Gavin got a rock? Well, that was fucking cute! What's wrong, Apollo? You look confused. I was just wondering where the work chair in his office was. You're looking at my favorite chair right now. That's a massage chair, isn't it? That is an ergonomic adjustable office. I love the ones with the vibrating rollers on your back. Those feel great. Did I say something wrong? No, I merely realized the futility of an explanation. Whatever. You don't even have a desk, my dude. How do you work on it? Is there anything? I can examine the table, I guess. Wow, look at that stereo. To me, a life without music is inconceivable. I never turn down the volume even when I'm working on a case. That's such a huge speaker. It must be really loud. Oh, the speaker's the table itself. It's on the side. I didn't even realize. This room is completely soundproof, of course. Well, I guess if you die in here, no one's gonna hear it. Really? At my place, I can hear when the neighbors turn their VCR on to record something. Maybe you can get Mr. Wright to talk to them, work something out. And lately, we've been getting complaints about Apollo's voice training. Oh, maybe I'll go have a word with Mr. Wright too. Even voice training at their house? What? That doesn't make any sense. Alright, let's fucking talk to him. Lemoore's guitar. It was a beautiful instrument. It was played lovingly for many years. A guitar benefiting a woman like Lemoore. How did it end up here? She gave it to me. I mentioned how much I enjoyed playing it that night, and she made it a present. She made a present of it. So this guitar's from Virginia. That it is. We couldn't carry it on the plane. Changes in air pressure and humidity ruined the wood. So we vacuum packed it in Lemoore's studio. I used a special shipping service available to me for transporting evidence. They brought it right up to my office for me. Pristine and untouched. See? Prosecutors do have a lot of clout. I still think he's a special case. Such a valuable guitar. It's too bad it got burned. What was it that you were saying earlier? Something about intriguing results from an examination of the guitar? That's right! What was that all about? Well, you know how guitars have a round hole in the front? It is called the sound hole. Ah, so that's what it's called. Well, they found something attached to the wood just inside the hole. A broken device of some sort. A broken device? Yes, this in fact. The examiner is busy with evidence for the case now, however. So he'll be checking this out once he finishes with everything else. Odd. That device looks strangely familiar. It's almost like the one I have in my pocket. This was found in Mr. Letus's bag. It's apparently a replica of something. A replica? It's a small lump, about 1.5 inches long. We analyzed it, but there's not much to say other than it's a lump of plastic. Perhaps it was to be used in identification of whatever it is a replica of. You mean whatever Mr. Letus was after? That seems to be the most logical explanation. Oh god, I can't stop stumbling. Well, what is it? Don't ask me, Fraulein. Oh? If you don't want to tell us, you could just say so. I've put in a request to Interpol via my contacts in Virginia, but apparently there was a block on information somewhere along the chain. Oh! Something Interpol doesn't want to tell Virginia. Something about this little piece of plastic. Mr. Letus went through all that trouble to become Lemoore's manager, just to come to this country to find out more about this lump, and he died for it. I wonder what the gum is. I've sent someone to the Coliseum to fetch Lemoore. Perhaps she knows something about it, being a Virginian. Okay, I have to present the... Oh my goodness gracious, is this the one? Here you go. It has to be one of these. What is it, Apollo? That device that was found in your guitar. Take a look at this. Why, that looks like the same thing. What is it? It's an igniter. Another one? It was at the crime scene, in Lemoore's dressing room. Detective Sky found it, actually. At the scene of the crime? What could that mean, I wonder? I believe that covers everything I'm at liberty to talk to you about. Oh? Thanks for dropping by, Elf Forehead. Thanks. Why, you gave me so much information. That igniter, for instance. Oh, that. I've never met an attorney so forthcoming with the prosecution. It's a big help. Or perhaps you're just a tad naive, I guess I could have hid it, but somehow, showing it felt like the right thing. I could say the same to you, Prosecutor Gavin. Thanks for the information. About the strange lump of plastic. The one that Mr. Latouche was investigating? Hey, that's right! I've been thinking, Elflehead. We encounter many incidents in our lives. All of us. Not all of them simple. Especially not the ones where people are killing to song lyrics. That is why I try at least to remain simple inside. And I keep a simple goal. To discover the truth. That's what I love about Klavier. He's such a good man. Even if he is kind of a dick sometimes and he's a whiny little baby. But I should love him because he's so fucking earnest with his work. I love him. That is why I like to keep relations civil, yeah. That is all. I can live with that. Mr. Prosecutor? Fraulein? Or whatever. Can I ask you why you sing in a band? Because I want women to turn and look when I walk down the street. But people will do that even if you aren't a singer, my dude. That's pretty simple too. Now if you'll excuse me, I've got work to do. Another time perhaps. Oh my fucking god. First of all, I love him. Second of all, I'm tired. I wonder if I can do anything here. Let's see. Looks like Machi is in questioning. Huh. The police must have a Borginian interpreter. That's no fair. I wish we could talk to him. I guess we'll just have to come back later if we want to see him. Okay. I guess so. Fine. Well, it's not time to see him yet. Let's go to the Colosseum.